Hello, this is number one book 2. So, okay. It's called The Great Poems. I'm also going to get rid of this, but I'm going to try to read all of them. If I might have to I might have to pause it a little bit. I might get some water or do something. It's called Great Poems, directed in memory of Kate Miles Kelly. Okay. And this might be a part 2 and part 3 for the video, possibly, but not really positive. Love Poems have produced some wonderfully familiar lines. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Come with me and be my love. She walks in the beauty like the night. My love is like a red, red rose. Shall I compare thee to a memory's fine eyes? In the section, the post revealed their heavier scalar range of emotions in the words that captured the edities, joy, and a gauge of lovers the centuries. From the Bible. If I speak in the tongues of men and angels, but have not loved, I am nosy, going on a change of symbol. And if I have product powers and understand mysteries, and I all knowledge, and if I all have faith, as to remove mountains, but have no love, I am nothing. If I give away all I have, and if I deliver nothing, if I give away all I have, and if I deliver my body to be burned, but have I not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It's not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or restful. It's not rejoice at wrong, but rejoice in the night. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, adores all things. Love never endless. As for the prophets, they will pass away. As for the times, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will pass away, for our knowledge is. In the Pastic, and utter prophecy is perfect. But when the perfect comes, the imperfect will pass away. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became man, I gave up childish ways. For now we see in the mirror, dimly, but face to face. Now I know in the part. Then I shall understand fully, even as I have been fully understood. So faith, hope, love abide these three. But the greatest of these love, St. Paul. If you don't know where it's at, Corinthians 13, that's chapter 13, verses 1 through 13. Then after the death of Jesus, his also traveled around Asia Minor. That's a little bit complicated to read. I'm not reading the tiny parts. Sorry. I wish I can, but it's a little bit more challenging. Sonnets from Portuguese 43. And I don't know how to say it, but how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love to depth and breadth and height. My soul can reach from the feeling out of sight. For the ends of ideal grace, I love the level of everyday's most quiet need by candlelight. But by the sun and candlelight. I love freely, as a man stir for right. I love deep pearly from turn from praise. I love with the passions put to use in the old griefs and with my child's faith. I love thee without a love I seem to lose. With my lost saints I love with deep breath. Smiles, tears, all my life, and if good choose, I should not be loved after death. The passionate shepherd to his love. There's a lot of love in here. Okay. Wow, that's a wonderful. Okay. The passionate shepherd to his love, come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasure prove. That hills and valleys, dales and fields, and all the crowded mountains yields. They will so sit upon the rocks, and see the shepherds feed their flocks by shallow rivers whose follows mirrors, seen marigolds, and all I'll make the bed of roses with thousand and fragrant poses, a cap of flowers and a cradle, umbrella, all with leaves of myrtle, a gown made of finest wool, which from our pretty lambs we pull, fair linen slippers for the cold, with buckles of purest gold, a belt of straw and ivy buds with coral claps and amber studs, and if these pleasures made thee move, come with me and be my love. The shepherds swains shall dance and sing, for my delight each May morning, these delights by my mind may move, till we live me and be by my love. She walks in the beauty. She walks in the beauty like the night, of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best dark and bright. Me and her expected, and her eyes that smile to be that tender light, which heaven to guide the Denny's, one shade the more, one ray the less, had half inspired a nameless grace, which waves in every raven trees, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts sweet, serenely sweet, express how pure, how dear the dwelling place. Okay. I just want to see how much time I had. And on the check, and over the row, so soft, so calm, yet acquainted. But tell the days and the goodness spent, a mind at peace all below, a heart whose love in essence. A red, red rose. My love is like a red, red rose that's nearly sprung in June. My love is like a medley that's sweetly played in tune. As far as though my bony lass, so deep in love am I, and all will love thee still, my dear, till I cease gain dry. Till a cease gain dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And fare thee will my only love, and fare thee we a while, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 a mile. The taxi. When I go far, go away from the world, beats dead, like a shaken drum. I call out against the stars and shout to the ridges of the wind. Streets coming fast, one after the other. Wedge you away from me, and the lamps of the city part my eyes, so I can no longer see your face. Why should I leave you to wound myself, the edges of the night? So you go no more a roving, so late into the night, though the heart will be still as loving, though it's supposed to be though, and the moon be still a bright. For the sword outwards in the shelf, and the soul wears out of the breast, and the heart must pause to breathe, and love itself have rest. Though the night was not mad, made for loving, and the day returns too soon, yet it will go no more roving by the light of the moon. Sonnet 8. Shall I compare these summer days to art more lovely and more temperate? Rough and winds to shake the darling buds of May, and the summer leases have all short date. Sometimes too hot, the eye of heaven shines, and often its compassion, timid, and every fair from there, sometimes dead kinds, by chance of naturally changing courses, firmament by the natural summer shall not fade, nor lose provisions of that fair thou is, nor shall death bride that though linens in his shade, when eternal lines to time that grows, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Answer to child's question. Do you ask what the birds say? The sparrow, the dove, the linnet, the thrush. I love and I love. In the winter, they're silent. The wind is so strong. What if it says, I don't know, but it sings a loud song about green leaves and blossoms, sunny warm weather, and singing and loving all come back together. But the lark is so brimful of gladness and love, the green fields below him, the blue sky above, that he sings, and he sings forever he sings he, I love, and my love loves me. Ooh. Love and age. I played with you, my house blowing when I was 6 and you were 4. When garments leaving, flower bells throwing, your pleasure soon to please no more. For the clothes and meets over the grass and help here with the life with little playmates to and fro. She wondered, hand in hand together, what was 60 years ago. You'll grow a lovely rosette maiden. You still our early love was strong. Still with no care, or days were laden. They glide joyously along, and I did not love you very dearly. How dearly words went to power to show. Sorry. I feel like your heart was touched as nearly. but that was 50 years ago. Then the other lovers came around you. Your beauty grew from year to year, and many a splendid circle from the Sura of glorious sphere. I saw you then, first vows forsaking, on a radiant wheel you your hand bestow. Oh, then I thought my heart was breaking, but that was 40 years ago. Okay. Okay, then I think it's tomorrow. Depends. And I live to the wet another. No cut she gave me to repine. And when I heard you were a mother, I did not wish the children mine, my own young flock in the fair progression, made up a pleasant Christmas row. My joy in them was past expression. But that was 30 years ago. You grew a mansion, plump in commodity. You dwelt in fashion, brightness blaze. My earthly lot was far for more humbly. But I too had my festival days. No merrier eyes have glimpsed around the hearthstone murky glow than when my youngest child was Christian. But that was 20 years ago. Time passed. My eldest girl was married, and I am now grandsire Gray. One of my pet 4 years old I've carried. Among the wildflower mends to play. In our older fields of child pleasure, where now as then the cowslips blow. She fills her basket on put measure, and that is not 10 years ago. But for the first love of passion blindness has passed away in a cooler light. I still have thought of your kindness, and shall do till our last good night. The ever-rolling silent hours will bring a time we shall not know, when our young days gathered flowers will be 100 years ago. His mother's wedding ring. The ring is so worn as he behold, so thin, so pale, it is yet gold. The passion such it was proved, worn with life's cares, love yet love. Jenny kissed me. Jenny kissed me when we met, jumping from the chair she sat in. Timely thief who loved to get sweets into your list, put them in, says I'm weary, say I'm sad, say the health and you have missed me, say I'm growing old. But Jenny kissed me. To Cecilia. Trick to me only with their fine eyes. I'll pledge with mine, or leave a kiss, but in a cup, and I will not look for wine. The first that from the soul doth rise, doth ask a drink divine, but might I adjust the nectar sup, I will not change for fine. I sent the late a rosy wreath, not such much honoring thee as giving a hope that there it cannot be rivered by me, but the baron is this only brave, and the sentences is bad to me. Since when it grows and smells, I swear, not all of this, not of itself, but the Bible. I am the rose of Sharon, from the Bible. I am the rose of Sharon, and the lily of valleys. As the lily forms, so is my love among the daughters, as the apple tree, as the apple trees among the trees of the wood. So is beloved among the sons. I sat down under the shadow with great delight. And its fruits were so sweet to taste. He brought me the banquet house, and his banner over me was love. Stay with me, flagons, comfort me with apples, for I am sick of love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand doth embrace me. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, my rose and behind a field, that we stir not up, nor wake my love to please. Appeal. Defense, dearest, wherefore weave less of lies, less truth grieve me. I can pardon much, believe me. Dower me, defense of bereave me, kiss me, kill me, love me, leave me. Damn me, dear, but not deceive me. Okay. Almost. Okay, I have a couple more until the vent thing. Come on, chick. My delight, thy delight. My delight and thy delight. Walking like two angels white in the gardens of the night. My desire and thy desire. Twins to dawn of fire. Leaping live and laughing higher. For the everlasting strife and the mystery of love, of life, love from whom the world began, has secret of the sun, love can tell, and love alone. Where its the million stars were striven, why each atom knows its own, how in spite and death. Gay its life and sweet in breath, this he taught us we knew. Happy in the science true, hand in hand as we stood, left the shadows of the wood, heart to heart as he lay, at the dwellings of the day. And when I love, I speaks. And when love speaks, the voice of all gods, mixed between drowsy with the harmony, we smiled. That was kind of a short one. We smiled. You smiled. You smiled. I misread. Tired here. Up really early. You smiled. Oh, sorry. Oh. You smiled, you spoke, and I believe, but every word and smile deceives. Another man would hope no more, nor hope I, what I hoped before. But not let this last which he vain deceive me once again. One day I wrote her name upon the string, but came the waves and washed it away. Again I wrote it with a second hand, but came the tide and made my pains his vain main. Said she, that doesn't in vain essay, a moral thing to moralize. For I myself shall like to this decay, and eke my name be whipped out likewise. Not so quaff I, what baser fiends devise, to lie in the dust, but you shall live by fame. My verse here virtuous rare shall enterize, in the heavens write your glorious name. Where, when us that shall, all the world is a boo. Oh, our love shall live, and later if life renew. And for right now, I'm almost done this chapter. Yeah, I have one. Oh, I don't even know that I read that much. Any worry. Massive hills at our body where early falls the dew, and I wish that any worry given me her promise true, given me for promise true, which never forgot shall, and for body any worry, I lay me down and die. He brow his like snowdrift. Her throat is like a swan. Her face is the fairest. To ever the sun shone on. To ever the sun shone on the darkness. Dark blue are her eyes, and for body any worry, I'll lay down and die. Lay dew on the daisy lion, is fall of her fairy feet, and like the winds of summer sighing, her voice is low and sweet. Her voice is low and sweet, and she's all the world to me. And for body any glory, I lay me down and die. Okay, tomorrow will be the events. You'll probably see this. You'll probably see me read this a couple of times until you figure out what the last one is. Okay, lasting classics. Okay. Okay, tomorrow will be events. I don't know how many there are left. The next day is Distant Lands, then Home and Work, Warren Harrisman, Animals, Children's Poems, Wit and Humor, Into the Shadows, Food and Drink, Nature, Lover and Seasons, Life and Death, Lasting Classics. Oh yeah. You might see me do a lot of books for right now. It's because these are going to be for memories that the books I had back then, but I'm going to get rid of them. This is one of the books I'm probably going to get rid of. Yeah, this is the book that I'm going to get rid of. Because I probably won't read it again. Yeah, and it is very complicated to say some of the words. I don't think I said an outro in the last video, but I might just do it like after I finish like this book. Okay. Okay. See you for the events tomorrow. Bye.